Baconian symbolism in the $1 bill. The Great Seal finally emerged from its relative obscurity in 1935, when it appeared on the back of the $1 bill. The seal has continued to appear on the reverse side of all $1 notes since then. The Vice President, Henry A. Wallace, a 32nd degree Freemason, has taken credit for making the suggestion, which eventually led in 1935 to the inclusion of the seal design on the dollar bill, a claim that cannot be verified in official records. 2 decades later, Wallace recorded his recollection of discussions about the Great Seal on the dollar bill with 32nd degree Freemason President Roosevelt and Freemason and Secretary of State Henry Morgenthau, Jr. in a letter to Del Lee dated 6 of February 1951. Several Masonic writers have discussed the prominent Freemasonic symbols and features incorporated and displayed in the Great Seal of the United States of America. The most detailed explanation of its symbolism is given by the distinguished Freemason Dr. James D. Carter in Masonry in Texas Background, History and Influence to 1846, a work published by the Committee on Masonic Education and Service for the Grand Lodge of Texas. When an informed Mason examines the Great Seal, here is what he sees. On the obverse is an eagle whose dexter wing has 32 feathers, the number of ordinary degrees in Scottish Rite Freemasonry. The sinister wing has 33 feathers, the additional feather corresponding to the 33rd degree of the same rite conferred for outstanding Masonic service. The tail feathers number 9, the number of degrees in the chapter, council and commandery of the York Rite of Freemasonry. The 5 pointed stars remind him of the Masonic blazing star and the 5 points of fellowship. On the reverse is the all-seeing eye within a triangle surrounded by a golden glory. The unfinished pyramid cannot fail to remind him of the unfinished condition of the temple when tragedy struck down its master architect. The hogmanay carries a similar image to Bacon's crest on the one side and a picture of a sailing ship on the other. In the secret symbols of the dollar bill under the heading "The earliest known official use of the 5-pointed star in North America," its author David Overson states, "The earliest use of the 5-pointed star in North America was on coinage introduced to the Bermudas in 1616. All denominations of this coin had the image of a sailing ship on the reverse. On the obverse above was a hog. Around the hog was the inscription Summer Islands, the 17th century name of the Bermudas, and 2 5-pointed stars. Underneath the following heading, Overson further points out the 5-pointed star and Francis Bacon. The 5-pointed star may have come to North America by way of the arms of Sir Francis Bacon. It is possible that both the hog and the 5-pointed star on the coin we have just examined were introduced from Sir Francis Bacon's coat of arms. At the time the hogmanay was made, Bacon was the Attorney General of England. Toward the end of 1616, he was appointed Lord Keeper of the Great Seal. The crest of this arms was a hog, and on the shield were 2 pairs of 5-pointed stars. Above the Baconian Rosicrucian Freemasonic pyramid on the $1 bill is the Latin motto Annuit Coeptis, he favours our undertaking, taken from Virgil's Aeneid as part of a prayer to the pagan god Jupiter, requesting his blessing and support for the daring enterprise at hand. The right hand of the eagle holds the olive branch, a symbol of peace, with its 13 leaves and 13 berries, representing the peaceful intentions and goodwill of Bacon and his Rosicrucian Freemasonic Brotherhood towards the United States of America and the rest of the world. On the title page of the 1653 edition of Bacon's works appears an emblem depicting Pallas Athena, goddess of knowledge and wisdom. usually seen shaking a spear, from whence Bacon took his nom de plume Shakespeare, but in this instance bearing the inscription, "Nothing but the olive." The divine symbol of peace to the world is held in the eagle's right talon on the $1 bill. The emblem of the bundle of arrows cryptically addressed to Bacon in a collection of emblems, the source for the bundle of arrows on the $1 bill. The predominance and repetition of the number 13 on the $1 bill has long been well known to historians and commentators of the Great Seal of the United States of America. What is not well known, points out Overson in his Secret Symbols of the Dollar Bill, is that there are 13 examples of the number 13 on the reverse of the $1 bill. We now know Francis Bacon is the founding father of the United States of America, a plan encoded in his utopia New Atlantis, one continued by members of his Rosicrucian Freemasonry Brotherhood, prominent among them the Bacon Apostles, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson and George Washington. We have also seen the eagle represents Bacon. Similarly, we have established the olive branch is linked to Bacon and appears on the title page of one of the editions of his works, and likewise the arrows trace back to an emblem whose verse repeatedly alludes to Bacon. In the introduction to his Secret Symbols in the $1 bill, Overson suggests in more than one place that the number 33 may be a coded reference to Jesus Christ, who is believed to have lived for 33 years. Before, tucked away in his notes section at the back of the book, he further observes, "Undoubtedly the most sacred of all numbers is 33. It is therefore not surprising that it should have found its way into the encoding of the dollar bill. In particular, 33 was used as an identification code in the Rosicrucian and alchemical traditions. It was a number adopted by Francis Bacon and extensively used by William Shakespeare." The secret cipher systems used by Bacon were known to some of the Revolutionary founding fathers, Franklin, Jefferson and Washington, and some of those involved in the process of producing the Great Seal of the United States of America and the $1 bill, as well as those invisible powers at the State Department responsible for the publication of the Eagle and the Shield, the official standard work on the Great Seal and dollar bill, whose title page secretly incorporates several Baconian ciphers. As Overson points out, the number 33 is pervasively incorporated into the $1 bill. All told, there are 33 words or groups of numbers on the back of the dollar bill. What is usually missed in the count is the number below the end of the large central 1. Here are a number of examples of the number 33 encoded into the $1 bill. The $1 bill of the United States of America is a Baconian cryptogram wherein Bacon is represented through images, words and numbers. It conveys the concealed message that Francis Bacon is the founding father of the New Atlantis of the United States of America, a plan continued by his Rosicrucian Freemasonry Brotherhood, the producers of the Great Seal and $1 bill, on the road to their dream of a universal reformation of the whole world.